Did you know that over the last 24 years, there have been over 226 million border encounters and expulsions? With 5 different presidents holding office and varying policies and security over the last 24 years, you might be wondering how it has changed from year to year. Well, today on Across the Globe, we will be going over the number of illegal border crossings every year from 2000 to 2024. We will be diving into the numbers of apprehensions and expulsions via data collected by the United States Border Patrol and including some other relevant info for each year. 2000. According to Statista, the year 2000 marked a significant and concerning rise in immigration-related apprehensions and expulsions in the United States, with the total reaching 1,676,438. This figure represents a notable increase from the previous year, which recorded 1,579,010 apprehensions and expulsions. The surge in numbers highlights underlying issues related to immigration policy and enforcement during that era, reflecting intensified border control measures and a growing focus on illegal immigration. 2001. In 2001, the number of apprehensions and expulsions in the United States experienced a significant decline, falling to 1,266,214. While this reduction may seem encouraging compared to the previous year's surge of 1,676,438, it still represented a concerning level of immigration enforcement activity. The high figures from both 2000 and 2001 indicated persistent challenges related to illegal immigration and border security, highlighting the ongoing complexities of the immigration landscape. The drop could be attributed to a variety of factors, including changes in immigration policy and enforcement priorities, yet the elevated numbers underscored the need for comprehensive solutions to address the root causes of migration and the implications for communities, law enforcement, and policymakers alike. 2002. In 2002, the United States Border Patrol apprehended a total of 955,310 illegal aliens, marking a significant decline from the previous year's figure of 1,266,214. This decrease may be linked to the early actions taken by President George W. Bush following his election in 2001, as well as the national shift in priorities that arose in the wake of the September 11 attacks. The tragic events of that day profoundly affected how the nation approached security, leading to increased focus on protecting borders and enhancing national defense measures. According to Voice of America News, just 5 months after the September 11 attacks, there was a notable drop in illegal immigration, suggesting that heightened security measures, increased public awareness, and altered governmental policies contributed to this decline. 2003. In 2003, the United States Border Patrol recorded another significant decline in apprehensions and expulsions, with a total of 931,557. This continued downward trend from the previous year's figures suggests that the policies and strategies implemented in the wake of September 11, 2001 were having a lasting impact on immigration enforcement. The decreased numbers reflect not only the effectiveness of enhanced border security measures, but also possibly a shift in migration patterns and behaviors. 2004. In 2004, apprehensions and expulsions registered by the United States Border Patrol surged dramatically to a staggering 1,160,395, reversing the declining trend seen in the previous years. This sharp increase in apprehensions highlighted the ongoing complexities of immigration enforcement and the persistent challenges faced by authorities in securing the nation's borders. In the same year, President George W. Bush introduced a comprehensive proposal aimed at revamping the nation's immigration laws, which included provisions for approximately 8 million illegal immigrants to obtain legal status as temporary workers. This plan underscored the administration's recognition of the necessity for reform within the immigration system, seeking to balance national security imperatives with the economic realities of labor needs in various sectors. 2005. In 2005, the numbers of apprehensions and expulsions registered by the United States Border Patrol climbed further, reaching 1,189,075, which raised significant alarm among many U.S. residents. This rise in illegal crossings contributed to growing public anxiety surrounding immigration issues as citizens grappled with the implications for jobs, security, and social services. A Washington Post ABC News poll conducted in December 2005 illuminated this concern, revealing that illegal immigration had become the fourth most important national issue in the eyes of Americans. 2006. The year 2006 saw the number of apprehensions and expulsions registered by the United States Border Patrol drop slightly from the year before to 1,089,092. However, many Americans were still concerned. That year, Pew Research reported that a majority of Americans disapproved of the way that President Bush was handling immigration issues. 2007. In 2007, apprehensions and expulsions recorded by the United States Border Patrol saw a significant decline, dropping to 876,704. This decrease may have been influenced by the Comprehensive Immigration Reform Act of 2007, which aimed to address the complexities of immigration policy in a balanced manner. The bill was framed as a compromise, proposing a path to citizenship for millions of undocumented immigrants while simultaneously enhancing border enforcement measures. 2008. 2008 saw the trend of declining apprehensions and expulsions continue, with the United States Border Patrol reporting a total of 723,825 cases. This decrease could be attributed in part to increased federal efforts to enhance border security and internal enforcement of immigration laws. In his fiscal year 2008 budget, President George W. Bush requested approximately $13 billion for various border control initiatives, which included funding for personnel, technology, and infrastructure aimed at strengthening the U.S.-Mexico border. 2009. In 2009, Barack Obama took office as the 44th President of the United States, embarking on an ambitious agenda that included comprehensive immigration reform. His administration aimed to address long-standing challenges within the immigration system, striving for a balanced approach that recognized both the importance of border security and the contributions of immigrants to American society. 2009 saw a significant shift in the landscape of immigration control, with the United States Border Patrol reporting a considerable decrease in apprehensions and expulsions, down to 556,041 cases. 2010. In 2010, the trend of decreasing apprehensions and expulsions continued, with the United States Border Patrol registering 463,382 cases. This marked a significant reduction from previous years and signaled potential shifts in immigration patterns during a time of economic uncertainty and increasing border enforcement measures. 2011. In 2011, the trend of declining apprehensions and expulsions persisted, with the United States Border Patrol recording just 340,252 cases, representing a noteworthy shift in the dynamics of border enforcement. This continued decrease sparked important discussions about the effectiveness of existing immigration policies and the factors contributing to lower migration rates. In December of that same year, the Texas Tribune highlighted a paradoxical situation. While drug seizures were on the rise, arrests for illegal immigrants were falling along the southern border. 2012. Following a period of declining apprehensions and expulsions, 2012 numbers saw a resurgence, with the United States Border Patrol registering 364,768 cases. This uptick marked a shift from the previous year's downward trend and raised questions about the factors driving this increase. Various elements could have contributed to this rise, including economic conditions in both the United States and Central America, as well as ongoing violence and instability in certain regions that prompted individuals to seek refuge elsewhere. 2013. In 2013, the upward trend in apprehensions and expulsions continued, with the United States Border Patrol reporting 420,789 cases, a significant jump that further emphasized the ongoing complexities of border management. Notably, Texas experienced a pronounced increase in apprehensions, reflecting broader migration patterns and the state's strategic position as a key entry point for individuals attempting to cross into the United States. 2014. In 2014, the trend of rising apprehensions and expulsions reached a concerning peak, with the United States Border Patrol reporting a total of 486,651 cases. This marked a significant increase from the previous year and drew heightened attention from both lawmakers and the public, as anxiety over immigration and border security began to dominate national discourse. The surge was particularly pronounced in Texas, where federal immigration agents apprehended nearly 97,000 additional individuals attempting to cross the southern border illegally compared to 2013. 2015. In 2015, the trend of rising apprehensions finally showed a notable decline, with the United States Border Patrol reporting a total of 337,117 apprehensions and expulsions. This marked a significant decrease from the peak numbers of 2014, indicating a shift in the dynamics of migration patterns along the U.S.-Mexico border. Several factors contributed to this decrease. Increased enforcement measures, including the deployment of additional resources and personnel to border regions, played a role in deterring some attempts to cross the border illegally. Moreover, changing conditions in Central American countries, including efforts to address violence and economic instability, may have altered migration flows. 2016. To the concern of many, the decline in apprehensions seen in 2015 did not continue into 2016. The United States Border Patrol reported a total of 415,816 apprehensions and expulsions that year, marking an increase from the previous year. This upward trend reignited concerns about immigration flow across the southern border and renewed debates about border security policies and enforcement strategies. 2017. Donald Trump became the 45th President of the United States in January 2017 following a contentious election campaign marked by his populist message and promises to restore American greatness. One of his primary mission statements was to reduce illegal immigration, a topic that resonated with many voters who were concerned about border security and immigration policy. Trump's administration implemented a series of stringent measures aimed at curbing unauthorized crossings, including the construction of a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border and increased deportation operations. In 2017, these initiatives appeared to yield results, as the United States Border Patrol reported a notable decline in apprehensions and expulsions, dropping from 415,816 in 2016 to 310,531. 2018. Despite Donald Trump's strong immigration enforcement plan, apprehensions and expulsions at the U.S. border experienced a notable resurgence in 2018, with reported cases increasing to 404,142. This uptick countered the downward trend seen in the previous year and illustrated the ongoing complexities of immigration dynamics. According to Pew Research, while border apprehensions of Mexicans declined, there was a significant rise in apprehensions of Central Americans, particularly from countries like Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. 2019. In 2019, the situation at the U.S. southern border reached alarming levels, with the United States Border Patrol reporting a total of 859,501 apprehensions and expulsions. This sharp increase in unlawful crossings was characterized by many as unprecedented, as it highlighted the escalating challenges of managing border security amidst a surge in migration. The numbers reflected not only the continued flow of individuals from Central America seeking asylum and better opportunities, but also the complexities of U.S. immigration policies and geopolitical dynamics. The significant rise in crossings called attention to a humanitarian crisis, with thousands of families and unaccompanied minors arriving at the border, often fleeing dire conditions in their home countries. 2020. Following the unprecedented surge in apprehensions and expulsions in 2019, the year 2020 saw a significant decline in the number of migrants apprehended at the U.S. border, with a total of 405,036 reported cases. This drop can be attributed to a variety of factors, including the implementation of stricter immigration policies and the global impact of the pandemic, which disrupted travel and migration patterns. In Texas specifically, federal authorities reported a roughly 32% decrease in apprehensions in June 2020 compared to the previous months, as highlighted by the Texas Tribune. This reduction indicated not only the effects of the pandemic, but also the evolving strategies employed by the U.S. government in response to fluctuating migration trends. 2021. Joe Biden's tenure as the 46th President of the United States began on January 20, 2021, against the backdrop of a rapidly evolving situation at the southern border. The year 2021 saw a dramatic surge in apprehensions and expulsions, with the United States Border Patrol reporting a staggering total of 1,662,167 cases. This explosive increase marked the highest number of apprehensions in over 2 decades and highlighted the ongoing challenges of immigration and border security in the U.S. 2022. As reported by Statista, the year 2022 witnessed an unprecedented escalation in illegal border crossings, with the United States Border Patrol recording 2,214,652 apprehensions and expulsions. This marked an all-time high, reflecting a severe and ongoing migration crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border. Several factors contributed to this surge, with many commentators pointing to worsening economic and political conditions across Latin America as primary catalysts. Countries such as Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Honduras faced significant challenges, including political unrest, corruption, violence, and dire economic situations. These conditions compelled individuals and families to flee their home countries in search of safety and better living conditions, leading to a notable increase in the number of migrants attempting to cross into the United States. 2023. In 2023, the United States Border Patrol reported a slight decline in apprehensions and expulsions, totaling 2,063,692 cases. While this figure indicated a decrease compared to the previous year, it remained alarmingly high, continuing to generate concern among many Americans regarding border security and immigration policy. 2024. In 2024, things may be improving slightly. In July 2024, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, released its operational statistics for 2024 encounters so far, revealing a notable decrease in migrant encounters along the southern border for the last couple months compared to 2023 and 2022. This decline followed a presidential proclamation announced by President Biden on June 4, 2024, which temporarily suspended the entry of certain non-citizens. The new measures were implemented in response to ongoing challenges at the border and aimed at better managing the flow of migrants during a period of heightened scrutiny regarding immigration policy. The data indicated that Border Patrol encounters between ports of entry dropped by 29% compared to May 2024, marking a significant shift in trends. Additionally, this was the lowest monthly total for Border Patrol encounters along the southwest border since January 2021. Analysts and immigration experts viewed these numbers as a potential sign that the administration's strategies were beginning to yield positive results within a complex and evolving landscape. However, encounters are still shockingly higher for the year, with 1,925,773 encounters, with 5 months still left in the year. What about how much illegal immigration costs taxpayers in every state?